West as we are at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes steps away to his left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 64 yards. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, full series. 22 needle.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Past the 20. 5, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Real green. You, yellow.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First, he's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And that'll be incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Again, it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check you. Check, huh?
And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Here's Griffin on the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muck. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
He's got a man, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. There's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point up and through, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lance going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Lance again. And now here's another interception. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On first down, Lance. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Ready. Practice, 6. Ready.
Lance and company going on fourth down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action, now it's Lance. And this is caught at the end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Gain of 7. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Long, 10.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Forced out to his, and he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Trey Lance, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ultra.
On second down, it's Rice. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Lance. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Still 9 remaining on second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it doesn't...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Purdy, big fourth down play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Let's go now.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Sutton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the gun on third down. Sutton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Sutton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Sutton. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Sutton uses the stiff arm. And good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. On 4th down, Sutton. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Back to throw. Sutton. Touchdown 49ers from 10 yards out. And the Niners have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Big Lion.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Off play action. Sutton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.